Alright, cool. And we are recording. Alright, welcome to another episode of Two Touch Podcast.
Yeah, how you doing, Chief? You
I'm good, I'm good. Well, could be better.
Yeah.
But hey man, it's
Yeah.
the tribulations of hitting the gym and all sorts.
Nah,
So yeah, what's with the shades today, should I ask?
I'll be honest with you, the reason I feel like Ray Charles at the moment, a lot of people call me Ray Charles, but the reason why I've got these shades is because I can't see how Amorim is going to turn this team around. And I've been wearing these shades since Friday. I went to a wedding, I slept with these shades on, I didn't take it off. And after the United City game, I've just kept them on since as well.
To be fair, I seen your stories over the weekend. It looked like you had fun though.
I had a great
Unfortunately,
time.
you didn't even see the United game.
Yeah.
Ray Charles and all.
Yeah.
But yeah, should we just get into it?
Let's get into it,
Yeah,
sir.
3-0.
3-0.
Is that what you expected?
Again, these shades are telling me a lot of things about what Amorim can't see. Okay, in terms of, I said it at the start of the season. Okay, in terms of the tactics, in terms of the formation,
Yeah.
and everything that he said when he first came to United, there were red flags. Okay,
Yeah.
there were red flags straight away. As a manager in this day and age, you have to be a little bit flexible.
Oh yeah, you have to, because you
have
face
to
a
be.
different opposition every week.
Exactly, and it's not back in the days where you used to play 4-4-2 consistently because everyone else used to play it. Because right now, other teams will go against with your formation and find little weak spots.
Yeah.
And for me, United at the moment, with Amorim, he's too stuck in his ways.
Yeah.
To the extent I think United could be in a relegation fight.
Fam, like last season they finished what, 16th?
I think we finished like 17th, 18th.
So
16th.
yeah, 16th. So yeah, you off relegation by
And
from jump.
yeah, to be honest, this year, in terms of the relegated teams last year, they were really bad because we had Leicester, and we had who else? We had Leicester, Southampton,
and
there was
Ipswich.
one more, Ipswich.
Yeah.
But the teams that have come up this season, Sunderland.
What I say about Sunderland? What I say about Sunderland?
Sunderland, you think United are going to beat Sunderland?
No.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Burnley, we just scraped it.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the team after that, so Sunderland, Burnley, and
Arsenal, and then
there's Leeds as well. Leeds.
Oh yeah, in terms of promoted.
In terms of the teams that have been promoted. So when United play these two teams, let's say I think Burnley are going to go down, but let's take Leeds and Sunderland. Do United have the minerals to beat them?
I highly doubt it, especially with Leeds, because Leeds, it's a different motivation just because it's almost like a derby.
Yeah, it's like a derby.
So that one, they can go either way. But no, man.
Let me take these shades off.
Let's focus on this game. Let's focus on this game. Like, one thing I'll say about this game, it was a weird watch because the scoreline flattered you. I know it's 3-0. It could have been worse.
It could have been worse. And I'll be honest with you, everyone's trying to move away. It's like he's manipulating people now. He's trying to move away and say it's not about the system. It's not about the system. Me and you play football.
Dude, we know.
I've coached in the past as well, and I know if a system's not working, in order to aid your player, you need to change it.
Yeah.
And as an outsider, obviously being a Liverpool fan, I don't know if you've noticed, Tezza made a good point about it last week.
Yeah.
And I noticed it like on Sunday, it was very evident. A lot of United play goes through Dorgu on the left-hand side.
Yeah, and he's not the most technical.
And he's not the most technical. His end product is not there.
Yeah.
And we can't afford to have our player go through him and him waste like crosses hitting the first man.
Yeah, because to be fair, the middle is just vacant anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got, Ugarte who can't pass the ball. Sorry, but he just knows how to crunch people. But, like, I mean, as far as me, I just think... I'm not sure, because, okay, no, let's give flowers to City.
Yeah.
City did well. And like you said, maybe, first or second episode of the season, you're like, you know what, Haaland is back. He's always going to take his chances.
He looked up for it. He
was
up for it. He was on it. He was on it. And for me, it's like, in terms of City and the way they line up, they know, all the players know exactly what they needed to do. And tactically, the way Pep went about it, he knew if we dominate them in midfield, if we outnumber them, which a lot of teams have been doing, outnumber the two in midfield. Because if you've seen Doku, he wasn't staying out wide, he was drifting inside.
Yeah.
So making it a free in there.
Yeah.
Okay. and there was Foden, Doku, and I think it was
And to
Reinders.
be fair, even Holland was floating about.
Floating
Like
about
he
as
was
well.
actually like remember we were saying to him, like, I think he's added more to his game.
This
I
season.
feel like it was evident
Yeah.
in this United game.
Yeah.
The things that we used to say he struggled with.
He's a top centre back as well.
Yeah,
See how
dude,
many
the
times he headed
corners.
the ball away.
Like
Yeah.
certain elements of his game are kind of slept on just because he's that
He's a goal
so-called
scorer,
freak
yeah.
or whatever. But like I feel like it was nice to see, and also I feel like the way Pep plays, it's different from last season. I feel like he's finally realized that he doesn't have the maestros he used to have.
Yeah. And he's evolved, sorry. In terms
Exactly.
of the way
And
he
now
plays,
he's
yeah.
gotten. It seems like he's gotten more direct, which is actually going to be a good thing for his attackers.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
it means they're going to eat. Because it's almost like they play on the fast break.
Yeah.
And-
And,
and-
he's playing to his strengths.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say. Speaking of the strengths, you got to remember Donnarumma's not that good with the ball on the ball.
Yeah.
However, he can lump it forward.
Yes.
So waste no time, just hit it to the tall dude.
Yeah. And
The Vikings,
It's
I'm
funny
saying.
you say that. Like in terms of Donnarumma, he's not a Pep type of goalkeeper.
No.
Because if he looks at Pep's goalkeeper, Valdez,
Yeah, they wanna
Edison,
play,
they
yeah.
want to play football. Neuer, this that, but they want to play football. He's kind of said to himself, you know what, cool. He's on the market. It's a great market opportunity. So let's just get him. And let's just play to his strength and just
And
go for
he's a
what's good.
better shot stopper than Edison, in my
exactly,
opinion.
exactly,
Yes, he
yes.
may be shaky at times, but dude, Donnarumma, he's
6'5". Oof.
I mean, you can look at his CV. I mean, yes, it's easy to say he's not ABC, but if you look at his CV, it says different.
Yeah. He's won the
Because-
Euros, man. Come on.
Like that's exactly what I mean. Like
He's
his
won the
CV,
Champions League, Euros.
exactly. You can't win
And
it
he's only
if you're done.
26 still as well.
Is he?
He's still 26, bro. Like, he's
This
still
dude is-
young. This
I
guy's
thought he'd
been
be pushing
around since he
30.
was like 18.
Yes,
like,
yeah. I feel like he actually came through around 16. He was
yeah.
still, there was just like
he's
talk
still
about it.
young, man.
But no, like
Well,
ultimately, I feel like it was nice to see good football and maybe a change from how Pep plays. But in terms of United, I don't know what else we can say about them.
I've got a lot to say, bro. Like, I'll keep it brief, but I don't think the way things are carrying on right now, I don't even think if he sticks with his system in terms of hitting 40 points, and that's at the mark for
Dude,
relegation, I don't
he's-
think we'll reach 40 points right now.
He's averaging a point a game. I
for
mean,
you-
we talked about it in
Yeah.
the previous episode, but really, he's actually keeping up with that, not even getting better. And if you think about it, last season, if you think about how many games they've played now, if you say 31 games, he's got 31 points.
Yeah.
That's relegation.
And if he was at any other team with that type of form, yeah, 9 times out of 10 they would have sacked him by now.
The Forest would have sacked him.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, every other team would have
Every other
sacked him.
team would have sacked him because that's relegation form. That is
Every team
relegation
would have
form.
sacked him.
Because if you go up the league, yeah, and you think,
Yeah.
can he beat this team? Can he beat that team? Brighton, they'll beat us.
Yeah.
West Ham, bro, I'll be honest with you, they gave us a hard time last season. I think they even beat us at Old Trafford. So I know they're not doing the best, but can you really and truly say United can beat West Ham?
You can't trust.
I don't
United
think he's
right
seen
now.
past October. Unless he changes, he came out of the press conference and he was like, unless they want to change, they're going to have to change the
Do
manager.
you know what? I think it'll depend on how you lose, if that makes sense. Because I feel like to your board, it's like, it is Pep after all. Maybe, just maybe.
But have you seen the
It's-
fixtures?
I know. I think we've got, what is
We've
it,
got
Chelsea?
Chelsea and Liverpool in the next couple of fixtures. And if we don't win them 2 games, we could be in the in the bottom 3.
And it
If
looks
results
like you're not
go
going to win.
against us, we could be in the bottom 3.
Yeah, but then again, you guys do get up for a game against Liverpool.
Yeah, well, them are not the games. You play Liverpool, Chelsea, but it's the games against these little teams that you're
Yeah.
not even winning, that you're supposed to be winning.
Yeah,
That's what kills me a little bit.
it
'cause
is nice to watch.
I made the I made the point to you. If you watch United, the first 10-15 minutes,
Yeah,
bro,
they're up for
we're
it.
direct. We're direct.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what happens if we don't score within that time frame. We have a sudden drop off, and the players. I know it's game management and stuff like that. We have a sudden drop off, and then we let the opposition take over.
I think it's anxiety. Not that you let the other team take over. I feel like you come out the blocks doing very well.
Yeah.
But if the other team has a shot on target, you get a picture like, oh shit.
So you think we're a bit nervous?
Yeah, I think you're nervous. I think there's like, and also I feel like the players are losing faith on the manager.
Yes. And the reason for that is they have not got the right setup. Because if you're getting outnumbered in midfield, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, dude, games are typically lost and won in midfield. Like, yes, you can say defenders, but if the midfielders are creating enough opportunities to score, you just might be okay.
Exactly.
And that's actually, weirdly enough, that's how Chelsea are. Very good midfield and decent forwards, so that helps masks the defense.
Do you know what's funny?
But we're going to get to Chelsea.
Amorim was Chelsea manager, he'll be doing well. The reason why he'll be doing well, if you think about it a little bit, their midfield, Caicedo, United have not got a Caicedo like that in midfield. No. So if you take Caicedo out of the Chelsea team, instantly it gives you a better chance.
Yes, but then again, there's Lavia.
So.
But then again, there's Lavia. Lavia's decent. Like I rate him. Like as you know, we wanted him. But no, as far as United, I don't even know what else to say about them because it's the same thing week in, week out.
Bruno Fernandes came out, and I feel like he kind of questioned the tactics, but he didn't question it directly as well. I think he was trying to hint like.
All right, no, I didn't see that. What
he came out after, I think he was on Sky, and he did the post-match interview, and he was like, in terms of the two in midfield, there is a bit of a issue there because we were constantly getting outnumbered in midfield. So he touched upon it, but I don't think it was a direct criticism of the manager. I think it was
like, see, I was just saying that he's losing the players. If the players are now saying that because they can see
players talk, bro. Like in the changing room, players talk. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it past that next international break.
Because question is, if you sack him, who do you get? I've not even started thinking about stuff like Ollie. Please don't say Ollie, please.
Dude, he was one of your better performing managers. Let's be real. Anyways. I'm not even trying to be shady.
They did him dirty. When Ronaldo came back, they did him dirty. If you don't disagree with that, then you're not a true United fan. Sentimental.
Sentiment. I feel like Ole should have been trusted a little bit more. But that's a story for another day. But no, actually, you know what, before we move on to the next game, please do like, comment and subscribe and engage in the conversation. I want to hear your thoughts, especially when it comes to United and how they're performing. Yes, I'm calling out all the United fans that have faith in Amorim.
Okay.
Because this is the lowest win rate.
From any United manager. United manager.
But they're still saying keep him. And they're saying he doesn't have his players. I've seen his players on the pitch. I've seen his players on the pitch.
This system, when it comes to a league like the Premier League, you need to have the correct players in place. The correct recipe. However, if you've got players that are not willing, if you look at the team, this is the most 4-3-3 team. 4-3-3 team I've seen for United in a long time, since Ole's era. Yeah. Okay? But he doesn't recognise. He's trying to make the players, he's trying to coach the players to play a certain way where they don't know that. And the longer we leave him, the harder it's going to be for the next manager to coach it out of the players, this formation or this system. So
I hear that. But the good thing is, majority of international teams, I guess they do play 4-3-3, like on paper anyway.
The European champions, they won by playing 4-3-3, and they were playing against 3-5-2 or 5-3, whatever it was, against Inter Milan. And PSG absolutely killed them because they suffocated them in midfield with the three that they had. Yeah. So.
But nah, should we just move on to...
Let's move on. I'm stressed.
Liverpool, you said we were lucky. I feel like, why'd you say we were lucky?
Because at the time of the penalty, I think Burnley, they were doing well in terms of holding you guys out. And not to pick on anyone again, I thought this is a great opportunity for your £120 million signing to shine.
I like how the price keeps going up. It was 115. No, I'm joking.
Oh no, I'll just round it up.
See, that's what I mean.
So I thought this was a perfect opportunity for your 120 million player to shine against a promoted team. You think it'd be easier, but again, people call him Casper the Ghost at the moment because we don't see him.
No, like I hear you, but like I said before, I feel like he's improving game by game. Now coming back to, remember I said to you that Liverpool struggle against a team that play against, they play a back three or a back five.
Right.
I said that to you before, that we struggle against those teams. Similar reason why we struggle against Palace. Yes, Palace are a good team. I'm not taking away from the actual team itself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a team that's structured like that, especially Salah, suffers if we play against a team that has a back five. Why? Because they're able to leave at least two players on him.
So he doesn't.
Exactly, it's easy to double up on him. Let alone they were parking the bus.
Right.
Now, moving on from parking the bus, who's their manager?
Scott Parker.
What happened the last time he faced Liverpool?
Absolutely.
He got smashed 9-0. So, to me, I'm not surprised that Burnley are going to sit back the way they did.
And to kind of contradict what you're saying, if a team's parking the bus, that's where you expect your number 10, who plays in between the lines, to be a little bit creative and provide people like Salah, people like Gakpo, people like Ekitike with that little spark in midfield that can unlock defence. Because that's why I feel like you bought him.
Go on.
Arnie Slot, he knows now Liverpool are the champion, and a lot of teams, what they're going to try and do is do the best.
They're going to sit back to, they're going to stop us from scoring.
So
no, I agree with you on that. But here's it. I feel like there's so many variables in this game that may have gone unnoticed. One of which, over the past couple of games, I've noticed that Ekitike, Vert, and McAllister's been shit this season, pardon my language, and we're trying not to curse so that we...
But it's an emotional game.
Yes,
we get carried away sometimes.
And Mama, if you catch it, I'm sorry. But no, I feel like say McAllister isn't good after an international break.
Okay.
Go through, you can even go to last season's games. After the international break, McAllister's pretty much non-existent. We lost the game to Forest. It was after the international break.
Right.
McAllister was non-existent. I feel like the South American players don't do well for us. Exactly, for us, they don't do well. But I'm not saying that's an excuse, but I'm saying McAllister wasn't himself, and his passing was so terrible.
It was a little bit off.
It wasn't just a little bit. But anyways, coming back to the point I was making, I feel like there were certain plays that it was almost like Verts and Ekitike were ending up in the same space. And then, it's almost like, because usually you'd expect a striker and an attacking midfielder. If one drops, the other one is going to, you know what I mean? I feel like that is not there at the moment. And Ekitike does like a ball to feet.
Right.
And he loves getting involved with the build-up.
Okay.
So I feel like at times, they kind of on top of each other, or at least too close to each other.
Question for you.
Yeah,
Do you think Liverpool got greedy by signing Verts? If you had your time again, that 120 million that you used to sign him, would you still sign him now?
Okay, so it depends.
Or would you use that money somewhere else?
No, I feel like it's too soon to say that. I know I'm saying all this and that, but right now I feel like the players are also still playing with sort of old habits from previous clubs. They're still building their chemistry.
Okay.
In terms of, where are you going to be when you do that? I feel like sometimes they'd be surprised, oh, snap, I didn't think you'd be this close to me, or you'd be there. And then so that's why I feel like it's just finding the right formula for our midfield. Because weirdly, certain players played better when Szoboszlai moved to the DM. When McAllister came off, Vat started playing better. And then, Gravenberch was doing his thing. He's just doing his thing. But I just feel like it's a formula right now that it's the ingredients that Slot has. He just needs to sharpen them up, as well as them gelling together. But the good thing is, we are winning the games, so that's great. And that's why I'm kind of mute to you pointing out. Exactly.
But the thing is with that, game week 9 or game week 10, if his form continues, and now you've got Isaac coming back.
But see, I feel like that's going to unlock him.
You think Isaac's going to unlock Verts?
Yeah.
Isaac, you just said Ekitike was coming short.
Too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
If you look at Isaac's game and Ekitike's game, Wirtz's game, all these guys are kind of similar in terms of dropping in and receiving the ball. However, unless Annie Sloss says to Isaac, I just want you to stay up front and just do your thing up front. But
see,
you play football, I know football. I play football, sorry.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes when you're up there, it's lonely and you want to come
You want to
short.
get involved.
You're itching to come short and get
Yes.
involved.
But see, this is my rebuttal to that. I feel like Ekitike, when he comes short, it's borderline to get involved with the play and open up space. Whereas, like, I think I've said it to you, was when Isak drops in, he wants you to assist him. It's not just part of the play. So even if Isak drops in, like, I mean, we'll see. But I feel like he pass you the ball, quick 1-2, but he wants to turn that way. And when he drops in, he actually wants to turn the defender. Whereas the likes of, because here's the thing, man. I even feel, don't say nothing.
Okay,
but
I'm not saying
if I feel like if you played Ekitike and Isak, that's going to be even more dangerous because Ekitike loves operating that space a little bit too much for my liking. But at the same time, that will come with knowing the game or knowing how we play and the coaching. But in
my thing is, it's like I just want to see Ekitike and Isaac playing together and Wirtz on the bench. Put Ekitike
like that will
10.
happen. Like that will happen. Yeah, that's what I
just
mean.
want to see it just so I can say to you, brother, you should have spent that money somewhere else.
No, but see, like that's gonna be a very dope recipe only because Ekitike has the physicality. I feel like Wirtz.
What did I say about Wirtz?
No, I said you did
Gym,
say.
even if he goes gym, I'll be honest with you, even if he goes gym, nothing's changed my mind in regards to he went to the wrong team, and we made the point last week.
We agreed. Yeah,
Liverpool was not the team that he should have joined. If he
it's
was at
Maverick,
City,
it's a Maverick.
yeah, if he was at City, honestly, I think he would be doing better than what he is doing right
and
now.
he is, dude. I think we said it whenever we actually signed him. We
said,
said he is a
City
player.
Pep type of player. Yeah.
He's like through and through, and I'm not gonna deny that. I'd be lying if I said he wasn't. However,
the way Liverpool play, I just don't think it suits him right now. It's either he needs to change or the team needs to change.
Like, I don't think we're playing quick enough to him. If we, I feel like you can argue that Leverkusen were kind of playing.
Yeah, everything was around him. They built the team around him.
Exactly, of which we are not that.
Right.
So, but then the type of player he is, he needs that. If that makes sense. I know.
So if he needs that, so you're buying a player for that much, okay? So are you expecting him to change his game, or are you expecting the teammates?
We expect the team to change its game
for him.
Yeah, like in my opinion.
You're saying the team should change for him?
Like I feel like we should have.
This is a title-winning team.
No,
by the way.
Yeah, I agree. But then it's because his skill set is so unique. I know you're saying there's people who have like nice touches, look aesthetically pleasing, but I just feel like the way we play right now is very slow.
Clip that. Liverpool fans, should Liverpool's team change the way they play for Wirtz, or should Wirtz change for his teammates? So comment and just let us know.
I think the team should be built around him, but at the same time, for the team to do that, he needs to earn his stripes.
Okay.
However, right now, he's looking at the king on the right wing. He needs to chill, humble yourself, like know where you are. Yeah. And then obviously there's Virgil over there. It's like, know your place, young buck. Just learn the ropes. Yeah. So I feel like that's why I'm not worried. It's like in due time.
Yeah, and that's kind of, you're for him, the team changing for him, but I'm for more the team, him changing for the team. Because this is a title-winning team. For me, Liverpool did not need to touch that midfield. If anything, rather than signing another attacking midfield, they should have signed a DM, if anything. Oh yeah,
we had this conversation.
Yeah, I didn't think Liverpool needed to change that team, that midfield at all. However, you've got him now, and again, going back to a title-winning midfield or team, why should they change?
Okay, question for you.
A player.
Would you have said City was built around Kev?
Before Haaland or after Haaland? Before Haaland or
before?
Before Haaland. Yes.
Let's say the two seasons before Haaland was there. Was it not built around?
Yes. However, The reason why City was built around Kevin De Bruyne was because physicality, he could cope with the physical demands of the Premier League. If you look at him, his intensity compared to Vert's intensity in the game is completely different. So I feel like the guys at City trusted me a little bit more than what the guys at Liverpool. I don't think they trust Verts at the moment yet.
I think we trust them, but at the same time we understand that there's a bedding in period.
I hear it. Every player needs a bedding in period. However, not to go back to the money, but I'll go back to the money. If you're paying that much for a player, you're expecting him to hit the ground running. If Isaac plays the same, I'll say the same for Isaac.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'm not going to dispute that, but I do have faith that he will improve, and he has been improving game by game. And I feel like it's also him trusting himself, and also the team understanding that he wants the ball quick. Because usually, I don't know if you watch the game like that, but he moves into space, the team takes too long to send the ball to him. You could argue that,
so where does the ball go to? If it doesn't go to him, where does it go to?
And then it's going to go to the wing, or it's going to go back to...
And again, that's the way Liverpool play. Get the ball to the wing as quick as you can. Get the ball to Salah as quick as you can.
Yeah.
That's their DNA. That's what they're used to. They're not...
Yes, but I don't think the ball gets to the wing as quick as I'd like it to, in my opinion. Because I feel like Slot is he likes a very good midfield. He loves building through the middle.
But the majority of your goals come on the wing.
Yeah, no, as in he builds up the middle, and then once we get to maybe the last third, it can go to the wing. But that's typically to shape players. That's why, if you look at, that's why Gravenberch is the most important slot player, because he can carry the ball right through the heart of the other team.
Commit players,
Exactly, right through the heart of the other team, and that's where, because then it brings the other players like sort of towards the center, and then that's when we can ping it to the left to Salah or to Gakpo. But one thing I hate about Gakpo, he's borderline a one-trick pony.
He's very predictable.
And see, for me, that doesn't help the likes of Verts.
Right. But then again, Gakpo was never your number one starter anyway. When Diaz was there, I think you missed a trick by not getting Rodrigo from Real Madrid. That's why I would have spent my money on rather than 100.
But see, I don't think we missed the trick. I just feel like Rodrigo didn't want to leave Madrid.
Okay, fair.
That's how I see it, because there's no reason why we didn't.
He's kind of messed up his chances.
It was
going to the World Cup
I feel like it was a given for him to come to us. When Diaz left, it was paved, but it just, because dude, you haven't seen the rumors. He was like, I'm not sure. I'll see after the Club World Cup.
If you've got a choice of living at Madrid, staying at Madrid and getting paid whatever you're getting paid, or coming to Merseyside, I know which one I'm picking.
And also, dude, did they come from South America where the sun is beaming? They speak a familiar language. So I don't fault him, but I just feel like our team is going to gel. Yes, you say you were lucky, but I don't think we were lucky. Now coming back to the game, I don't think we were lucky. We were knocking the whole time. It was only a matter of time for them to lapse concentration. And also it speaks on fitness levels and everything else, because we just kept knocking. Yes, we weren't playing great, or maybe that's just because we weren't scoring a lot of goals as everyone expected us to. But something was bound to happen. And that's what I said to you is, one thing that I can trust us with is scoring a goal.
Right. I think, with that strike force and that amount of firepower,
and the combinations,
we'll always score.
Exactly. So that's why, some people may say we were lucky. I don't think we were. And also, if you look at Slot's tenure, we typically turn up the temperature in the second half. And when if we haven't scored, we just keep turning it up.
In-game subs, in-game management. Very good at it.
Dude, we're talking about Amorim refusing to change his tactics.
Well, this guy's changing his whole back line. He's putting Harry Maguire up front,
that's the Hail Mary.
But just a touch on Gakpo. So we said last week that Gakpo will be the fall guy if Slot decides to play Isaac up front and obviously stays with Verts in the middle. So Ekitike will just shift to the left. So are we staying with that?
Just the thing, I don't think it's going to be the fall guy. I feel like it will be a product of circumstance.
Okay.
So it's almost like Slot is going to need a solution for that left wing without putting pressure on Rio.
Right.
And then be like, like, it's kind of like how Szoboszlai was, not that he was a fall guy, but we needed a right back because both our right backs were injured.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, who else could kind of, who has like the pace, the stamina, and the attributes to cover that. And then you put Szoboszlai, and it's like, oh, he actually killed it. He was man of the match. I feel like that's what's going to happen to Gakpo and Ekitike. It's because Gakpo doesn't make it the full season fit.
Yeah, I don't think Dominic's coming back to that position, semi position for a bit now.
Yeah. Oh no. Like I personally think he's gonna come in for McAllister because McAllister needs to. And that's another thing. McAllister isn't fit or fully fit because he came back late from pre-season, so he's still playing catch up. So there's a lot of, remember last week I mentioned the universe and all this and that. I feel like it's that, but ultimately we won the game. Not lucky, but we were knocking. Eventually we were going to score.
Take the W.
Exactly, we move.
Yeah.
A team that didn't get a W but still undefeated is Chelsea.
Chelsea, I remember the episode I think that we did in week number 3.
I think it's the one you're wearing the Chelsea top.
Yes, and I said Chelsea are flattering to deceive them all.
Yeah, and then I said Chelsea, they are going to struggle in the league. Yeah.
But if they're still in the conversation, I'm still unbeaten. When they do click, because I think they will click eventually, they're going to be a very hard team. I just hope they don't click this weekend.
They're going to be a hard team to beat.
Yeah, I just don't think they should click this weekend because if they click this weekend, Amorim cranks up the pressure again for him. So yeah. But yeah, in terms of Chelsea for the game, I think there was Brentford obviously scored, they were leading, and Chelsea, like I said, firepower. That firepower, just like Liverpool, the more they keep knocking, the more they're persistent, and they're going to get through because they've got too many top players at the top who can unlock doors. Palmer came on, did his thing.
Like that's what we said. Even their midfielders, they've got players that love a goal, or at least the goal loves them. Dude, even the likes of Chalobah, I feel like majority of Chelsea squad are a goal threat, in my opinion.
Of course. Corner kicks with Chalobah. Caicedo, we all think that he's just a scrapper, but he's got a shot.
I don't think he's a scrapper. His catalogue is nice.
Yeah.
His catalogue of goals is nice. So yeah, it was a great goal to be fair. And I thought that was the winner. Actually, even the celebration looked like they've won it.
Like I said to you, and like I say to every Chelsea fan, but people are still saying, "Oh, we're fine in defence." That defence, that back line, the way it's going to cost at the moment. Well, it's going to cost the team this season. It's going to be crazy because you just don't have the experience or the quality to, over a 38-game period to obviously see things through.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I think they're a cup team. Like, that's what I said to you. If anything, Chelsea are going to come third. That's just because, like, say, for example, like right now, I haven't looked at the table. I just know that we top.
Yeah.
But to make the point is the fact that I feel like the bigger the gap gets between the top and Chelsea, they will not be able to actually close it.
Sustain,
because one thing that typically happens in the Premier League is certain teams just keep winning. You need the wins. And if Chelsea are not careful, they're starting to drift.
And it's Maresca as well. Like I said to you, the team that he's got, if you look at Chelsea, the way they play, they don't play good football. It's very predictable. You get the ball, Caicedo knocks it to the wing. Everything's very predictable.
Yeah, but I don't think, you know what? What's disappointed me is Chelsea wingers, especially Pedro Neto, are highly rated, homie. But now I'm starting to look at their wingers and think,
Pedro Neto's a lot of...
something is missing here.
The thing is with Pedro Neto, I'll give him the props. He's a hard worker. He's very flashy on the ball sometimes, but the end product is just not there. For a player of his capability, a player with his technical ability, he should be scoring goals like...
He should be eating.
For fun.
He should be eating.
But...
Like a couple of years ago, you would have argued that he is one of the best wingers in the league.
Premier League, yeah. But it's just end product. It's just there's always something missing.
But see, I thought he had that. Like, cause dude, like every time I think of Neto, I just see him dribbling through players and running with the ball and then slotting it in.
Very direct.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on in Chelsea.
I think there's just because so many changes have happened.
Yeah.
With the new players, obviously you got João Pedro still trying to figure out the way he plays. I feel like João Pedro does not want to stay up there. If you look at him, he's a 9.5. And he wants
what
to
did I say
in.
to you?
Yeah.
He wants to get involved, and you can't take that away from him.
He wants to get involved, but you've got players like Palmer who always want the ball as well.
Yeah.
And Palmer is saying to him like, "Yo, bro, I was here first. You go and do your thing up there, and I'll bring the ball to you," type of stuff. So it's like it's very difficult. I think everyone's still trying to work everyone out, and that's what I'm saying. Once everyone clicks into gear and everyone finds a rhythm a little bit and the connection and chemistry, then we can do. Let's say around Christmas. Christmas is going to tell us a lot about a lot of teams.
Sorry, I'm going to put you on the spot
Okay,
here.
thank
you. Okay, tell me this: how many new players are in Chelsea starting 11?
So if we're going off the game previously,
the last game,
So they had the left back.
Sorry, G.
Hatto, the left back. They had Gittins starting on the left wing, and João Pedro up top.
João Pedro.
João Pedro up top. So that's 3 players. If you look at the whole left side, there's 2 players who are brand new. So finding that chemistry on the wing for the 2 players who are playing on that side is going to take a little bit of time.
100% agree with you, by the way.
And one of the most important areas is the striker. And if you've got a striker who likes to come short, get involved in play, it makes things a little bit difficult for the people who are behind him. And I think Buonanotte started as well in number 10. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Buonanotte really at that level?
So, cool. We'll leave that one there. I'm not sure yet because that's like I'm not sure about Chelsea. Like Chelsea are buying potential, but weird potential. If that makes sense.
Chelsea basically have done the opposite of what Arsenal have done. Doing, sorry. Arsenal, Mikel looked at it and was like, "Oh, I'm very shaky at the back." At one point, they had Rob Holding, for example, at centre backs. Mikel looked at it and he was like, "I need to get a partnership together in terms of my centre backs." So that's why I don't fault him buying all these defenders. So you got 2 solid guys.
Yeah.
At first, people were doubting Saliba. People were doubting Saliba.
No. Arteta was doubting Saliba. Because remember, he sent him out on loan. He sent him out to France.
Sometimes that's what you need. So you had that good season, came back, we thought, okay, cool. Then you had that outstanding season, the following season, and obviously Gabriel started coming through as well because he always had potential. Because I think they signed him for big money from Lille.
Yeah, and also I think he's an older statesman in the team. Yeah. But sorry, just to go back to you listing all the possibilities of Chelsea gelling and all this and that. How come you're not applying the same formula to Liverpool?
Because Liverpool have been a team that's been put together for a longer period of time, and Liverpool have got more experience than this current young Chelsea team, so I have to give Chelsea the benefit of the doubt.
The reason why I'm saying that is because, yes, I mean, on paper, it looks like we've been together for a long period of time. Do you know how many people are there who played in the Champions League final?
You probably got 2 new players who are brand new.
No. I mean, as in, no, as in, dude, in that, starting 11, Kakas is new. You can argue that he needs to work on his relationship with Gakpo on the right, on the left, and then on the right, Salah has pretty much been playing with a different player every week, except for maybe when Soboslai played 1.5 games at right back. Right, okay. That's a familiar face. However, before that, it was Frimpong, and then after that, it was Bradley. So Salah, that combination, and it's worked on.
I feel like...
So, wait. You were just talking about João Pedro up top, who likes to...
Talk, bro.
Who likes to... Exactly. Dude, I told you how much I rate Pedro. But then what does he do as well? He drops deep. What does Ekitike do? You just said Pedro Neto dropping back doesn't do justice to the midfielders. Okay. So can you not use the same formula for Ekitike not giving justice or not giving room for Verts to work or to move around.
I think Liverpool have got much more quality than Chelsea have. So if we're comparing the two wingers, which is there's no competition, Neto and Salah,
that's a different.
Everyone knows that. And you said it in the first episode that we did. In terms of the core of Liverpool's team, they've got a leader at the back who's marshalling everything. Mo Salah
is a captain.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers, women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie. So
that's true.
He's done his thing. And then in the middle, you've got a player like Gravenberch.
Yeah.
Okay. If we look at Chelsea now, Chelsea, in terms of what they've got, they haven't got a natural leader.
You know what? That's one thing I'll say. Actually, you know what? You're right. I didn't write it down, but that's one thing that stood out for me in that game. Chelsea do not have a leader.
They don't have a leader.
There's
Reece James for me is obviously his injury record. I feel like they have to manage him. He starts certain games, starts other games. He'll be on the bench, etc., etc. So he's always chopping and changing with the captaincy. Enzo Fernandez.
He's not
really captain material. Caicedo, he goes to him sometimes.
But really. Caicedo, he's not really a leader. He's a man. He's just doing his job. No, you know what? That I agree with you on. That is Chelsea need a leader, and to be fair, you can argue they're a very young squad. That I agree. But it's just the fact that you said they need time to gel, and we don't. That's what I thought.
I feel like
that's a bit.
I feel like the experience and the amount of time, because Chelsea, if you look at it, it's always chopping and changing.
Yeah.
They're always chopping and changing in terms of the players. I don't know what the board are trying to do signing all these players, but in terms of the chemistry, it's always chopping and changing. Liverpool, they've always had the core there.
Who understand the ethos.
Understand what the expectation is and stuff like that.
No, that's true, because also when you look at Liverpool, majority of our players are actually captains for their national teams.
Exactly.
So like that speaks volumes in terms of game management.
And just apart on that as well, Chelsea's bench still all youngers as well.
Yeah.
If you look at Liverpool's bench, you've still got the old guard as well. Even though he doesn't play, you still got someone like Robertson.
Yeah,
Robertson's very vocal,
did you see how he performed after Kekes got hooked?
Exactly. He's very influential, very vocal in that.
And he's the captain. I think he's the vice captain, but also he's a captain of Scotland. No, like in terms of the leadership thing. It was apparent in that game. It was so obvious to who's the marshal on the pitch.
And you've seen it with the last goal as well. Last minute they're conceding that type of goal, and who's at the back? Who should be defending it? Garnacho. But anyway, I won't touch upon him right now.
No, let's touch upon him, because I actually liked his cameo. Like in terms of in terms of just football and just watching the game, I thought his cameo was really good. Because also you got to remember he had a hand in that goal that Caicedo scored. It was his cutback that led to that. I thought, and actually I think he's actually going to do well at Chelsea, because he is so direct. As long as Maresca can actually teach him discipline. So you can do that, but at the same time, remember you're playing with the team. And it was nice to see Garnacho actually pass. I'm not saying he doesn't pass, but I've never seen him cut a ball back at United.
I just feel like it's a different type of pressure playing for United and Chelsea. It's a different type of pressure. And in terms of Garnacho as well, the way he is, I don't think he's shy, bro. He'll get the ball. Him and Palmer might have clashes, you know. I'm worried about that. I thought the opposite. You think?
I thought their relationship is actually going to be very dope, because Palmer, I feel like he's not the flashy guy that I want to score. He just happens to score, and he's just really good at it, and he doesn't mind assisting. Whereas Garnacho is goal hungry, and he wants to get in behind. And that's why I feel like Palmer and Garnacho just might be dangerous.
And you know, when I say the team needs to gel, now you've got a situation where it's like you've got a player. I think Chelsea have been clever in actually signing him when you deep it. You've got a player who likes getting in behind. João Pedro likes to come.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Like
the running behind Garnacho can make when he comes to feet. He's got a lot of space in behind.
Oh yeah.
The only reason I think that might not work is because him and Palmer might be in each other's spaces a little bit.
But then Palmer isn't a player to run in behind. Like that's what I mean.
No, I mean in terms of João Pedro, I feel like Palmer and João Pedro might be in each other's.
But then the good thing is for them is the fact that Palmer is left-footed. He is more likely to drift off to the right whereas Pedro is more likely to drift off to the left, if that makes sense.
Yeah, to be fair, I need to see it.
Okay.
So Palmer, yeah.
Like,
So that means one
go on.
player's not going to start then. Actually, wait.
No. Pedro can still.
number 10.
You know what? Let's say 10 positions here, and then there's Pedro. When the game's in motion, say the midfielder has it here, Palmer's likely to open space up here. They can play him. Whereas Pedro is likely to come this way if he wants to receive it, therefore opening room for Garnacho running down. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Pedro's more likely to drift off to the left, whereas because Palmer's left-footed, he's likely and typically drifts off to the right, and that's why sometimes he plays right wing, but not as much now.
And that gives you a different dimension as well.
Exactly.
Holding up the ball, but then, getting people in play. Chelsea, I said it, if Chelsea got sorted out the back line, I'll be honest with you, Chelsea, they'll be I still think they're going to win it.
They'll be win the league?
Yeah, I'm sticking by it. I don't change my. I do not change it.
Oh no, like I told you, I changed mine. But then, well, the other team that we haven't mentioned that's likely to win it, who were my first pick the first time around, was Arsenal. They won their game convincingly over the weekend. Oh, you're not convinced?
They played against a team that's in transition in terms of
they played against Ange. So sorry to say,
in terms of Nottingham Forest, there's just been a whole situation that's been happening with the manager, and obviously
they're
Ange
imploding.
Came in.
They are imploding.
I think he's not had chance to obviously implement his style on the players, and I think it was just a team that was just put together for that game. Let's just get through this game.
And I think I just think Ange is very naive. He's almost like a less tactical version of Klopp, because
him and Amorim have both got something in common. They're both stubborn
exactly.
their own way. But I like Ange's way better because it's actually
at
nice
least
to watch.
Goals.
It's good to watch.
Yeah, they do actually attack and have, but even though they didn't score. But what do you think of Arsenal's performance?
I think in terms
Zubimendi scored 2 goals?
Without Zubimendi, was it last week? And he scored 2 goals. This week, it's funny how the universe works, and we were talking about it.
Yeah, no, we were. Yeah. And I said to him, I feel like he's a Rodri type player who's going to take time to get into the groove. Yeah. But in terms of technical ability and technical giftedness, if that's a word, he's got it. He's Spanish.
I just think with Zubimendi, in these types of games, I said it, in terms of playing against your Leeds, your Nottingham Forest,
here's the thing. I feel like Forest would have been a test if it was Nuno.
Okay, because they would have been more defensively disciplined.
Yes. Okay. Whereas Ange doesn't know how to set up his defense, or that's what I mean about similar to Klopp in the sense that they just want to attack. However, Klopp has something in terms of defending, or he knows how to defend or how to play the high line, right? Whereas Forest and Ange, he just wants to go forward, and it's like he forgets that at some point.
It's good to watch, but it's going back the other way.
It's like he forgets that he has to defend. He's like, no, it's cool, I've got a keeper. No, the keeper, he's part of the team. You don't just leave him yo, you good, cool, we're going to go forward. But ultimately, Arsenal did what they were supposed to do.
Did whatever the job that they were supposed to do, and which players I was really impressed with? Gyökeres, again, these types of teams...
That's who he's meant to be.
But the real test with Arsenal, they've played Liverpool already, lost. The real test, they're playing, I think, City this weekend. So I think they're playing at the Emirates. It's going to be a
very tasty weekend, because we have Everton.
And we've got Chelsea. So, no, we've got United.
Oh, here we go with that.
You know what? I don't know who to support. I think I might support Chelsea in this one, just because Amorim needs to either go or needs to change something. I
can tell the team you can support, and it doesn't take too much to change. Just you stick with the red, and they just have a live bread on the chest.
That's cool.
It's actually you can have one of those.
Nah,
isn't it nice? It's nice.
I could never, not in my life, I could never. I'd
I'd
rather not support a team.
Okay, but Arsenal, I feel like Arsenal did what they were supposed to do. And I'm not surprised, especially since, I feel like Ange, I'm not saying Ange made it worse, but facing Ange helped.
Right. because that extra Tottenham background. And
Yes,
stuff like
and then also I feel like
Did you hear
Arsenal.
the fans? Are you Tottenham in disguise? Football fans are cheeky.
Yeah, no,
man.
they are. What I was gonna add on that is I feel like in the Arsenal or in the Guna realm, they needed a convincing win
Yeah.
after how they played against us.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like they needed that uplift for them. And to be fair, it was a tough game at 12:30 after the international break. Sometimes it's not the best of times to play.
I just wanted to touch on Arsenal's captain. He's weak.
He's
I'm
not
sorry,
the
he's
captain.
weak.
He's just a
not
dude
captain
who.
material.
He's just a dude who wins the band.
Bro, I'll be honest, I do not know how Arteta came to the decision of saying to Odegaard here, you should be captain. The person who should be captain is either Gabriel
Or Rice.
or Rice.
No, but see, here's the thing. Was she attached to some sort of bail, right? Because if you remember when he was appointed as captain, I swear he stripped it off Aubameyang and gave it to him.
Yeah.
So think about how long ago that is, and think about the players that have left since then, and the players that have come in since then. And now I feel like they're in a position whereby they can't take it off him. It's almost like, do you remember, I know I keep going back to Liverpool, do you remember when Henderson was captain, Klopp came, and he just kept him as captain. Thankfully, Henderson stepped up to the... Yeah, he actually filled the boots of a captain. However, a lot of Liverpool players were like, yo, this is not our captain. Give it to Virgil, because Virgil is the new guy and it's this and that. It was like, yo, give it to Virgil. But then
Henderson to be honest, I don't believe in captain just wearing the armband. I think that you can have various captains without obviously someone wearing the armband.
Yeah, there's a leading group,
but if I'm taking orders, if he's my captain and I'm taking orders I'm looking at him thinking to myself, who's this guy, bro? Like,
because I know this.
I like my captain to be like, all right, cool. If
You
I'm
know
going to war, I'll be honest, he's the last guy that I'm choosing.
Which captain would you have going to war?
I'm taking Declan Rice or even Gabriel because I know.
All right, okay.
Declan Rice and Gabriel.
I was hoping you'd say like, you know what, someone
not even Saka, bro.
Yeah, no, I was hoping you'd say someone like Virgil van Dijk.
Oh no, I mean, yeah. If in terms of Liverpool, obviously Virgil van Dijk, but and this is another thing. Look, Chelsea, United, and Chelsea United are the teams that are missing that leadership at the moment. Chelsea, it's more easier for them at the moment because they've got a better squad, a better team, and they need that leadership. And once they get it, Chelsea are going to blossom. But United, there's a whole
Who's a better captain, Odegaard or Bruno?
Shit. Who's a better captain, Odegaard
that's
or
the question
Bruno?
of the week.
That's a good question. Who's a better captain? I don't think none of them do anything. But if I'm going to war, I'm choosing myself.
Well, you're not going to take Bruno to war, like he's...
You might winch too much when I'm there. Like I'm saying, dude, go over here, and like we're trying to run away from the bomb. He's asking me, why do you have to run away from this?
He's got to get his nap.
And Odegaard, he'll probably just hide behind you. And I'm just thinking, brother, come on.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a question for you, Lord, as well. Who are you taking as a captain, Odegaard or Bruno?
Yes, but Newcastle. You want to talk about Newcastle?
Yeah. I'll take Newcastle, man. You know what? As a Liverpool fan, I'm happy for their striker.
I still think they overpaid.
Oh no, we overpaid. They overpaid. We all overpaid. That's fine.
I think,
but ultimately,
it's like a little bit more justifiable. It makes me sleep well at night knowing that I've paid 150 for a player who's proven he's got that type of.
You in the numbers, man.
I
125.
I love numbers.
125, not 150.
I'm obsessed with numbers at the moment.
But no, honestly, I don't want no smoke. See, I'm kind of wearing black and white, so
I'm wearing black
and white, so technically. But in terms of Newcastle, outside of money talk, it was nice to see the kid score. And actually it was quite similar to Isak, except it wasn't, because Isak's debut goal was against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, for Newcastle. It was against us. But no, ultimately, it was an okay game. I'm just happy for the kid because I feel like that you just mentioned the price, I'm happy for him to just get that off his back. And in terms of like him as a player in Newcastle, Newcastle have a good manager. I said to you,
manager. But if I was ever to see a player if you could describe a player from Newcastle who's a Liverpool player to a T, Sandro Tonali, brother, that guy.
don't say that because they're gonna come for us.
Sandro Tonali, bro, that guy, he's a level above Newcastle. He's a level above. He should
You
be
just
playing.
want all the smoke.
He should be playing for a team who's challenging for the Champions League.
What similar
And
to
I'll give him a
Gamirish?
year. Gamirish, yeah. Them two in midfield. I'll give it a year. Next summer, if Tonali or Guimaraes are still there at the end of the transfer window, I will be shocked.
I feel like to be fair, I feel like Bruno's gonna be there,
Yeah.
but
He loves the team, but
Tonali's gonna be there as well. The reason why I don't think we would go for Tonali, no matter how sick he is, it's the accusations. Remember he got suspended.
yes.
That has tainted him, and that's
Yeah.
actually a good thing for Newcastle. I know they missed him when he was off, but it's actually.
But that quality type of player, come on, people make mistakes in football, but if there's a market opportunity there to take him, bro, I love this guy at United.
And
Bruno, you talk about leaders.
Yeah,
Bruno is a leader. Well,
and he earned it.
You know, if you're going to war, you know he's backing it.
Yeah,
you know
and
if
to
you've
be
got
fair,
beef
it's the fact
outside
that
the club,
like even the way he celebrates, you
he's got
just
that
know.
dog in him, you
Yeah.
see. So,
Fam, I think he's got several dogs in him, which is why.
so that's a leader, and that's what.
He's a player that you want in your
missing.
club.
Yeah,
he's the type of player you want in
100%.
your club, and also because if you put him in Chelsea, you know that Chelsea are,
yeah.
are something else.
I'll take Bruno Guimaraes over Enzo Fernandez any day.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And that is another question: Bruno Guimaraes or Enzo Fernandez? Who you take?
To be fair, I feel like that's not a fair comparison. The reason why
One's a World Cup winner.
no. The reason why I just think Enzo is a very good passer of the ball. I feel like
think so is Bruno. I think
No,
Bruno's
Bruno
a little bit more all-rounded.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Because I mean,
So what type of midfielder is Enzo then?
who Enzo?
Enzo Fernandez.
I feel like he's just a great passer of the ball. I feel like he's meant to be the one who keeps the game ticking.
Yeah, ticking.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas, then with Caicedo on his side, who's a cruncher, and then gonna give it to him. Yes, he can pass. I'm not saying Caicedo can't pass the ball, by the way. I'm just saying it's almost like the formula that United were trying, but they failed horribly.
Yeah.
Because Ugarte is meant to be their Caicedo. And then Mainu, you can argue, is meant to be the Enzo. Because Enzo is just a two-touch man. He's not going to run with the ball, but just got tap for days.
Okay.
Like a good comparison, not that I'm throwing my homie under the bus, is McAllister and Bruno. I enjoy watching them two battle. There's something about them, because I feel like they look similar, except Bruno is a lot stronger. And he's just, I'm not saying he's better than McAllister.
Yes. That's just probably because that's the style I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But McAllister, don't get me wrong, McAllister is very good,
But see, I feel like
if I was to choose my team, Bruno McAllister, I'm choosing Bruno.
But then, that's what for me. I feel like they would make a very, very good combination, because they both have the dog in them. But I feel like McAllister is a better passer than Bruno. I feel like that's why he has
That's debatable.
Yeah,
I feel like Bruno's very underrated in terms of passing. You know, if you watch him in his days at Lyon before he came to Newcastle,
yeah,
he was like a. Do you know how you said describe Enzo Fernandez? He was keeping it going. He was very techie.
Yeah, no, I just feel like them two are very comparable. And by the way, this is actually flowers for Bruno. I'm not saying,
Newcastle, to hang on to him, you've done well. But I just feel like there's levels, and for him to make that next step, I think he's approaching 30 if he's not 30 already.
And that's why he's
like 28. Next step in his career, if he wants to win trophies, you can stay at the club. Obviously, he's a legend already, but you can stay at the club and see it out. Or if you've got aspirations for something bigger, you can try and move on and try and win trophies.
I think this campaign is going to be very interesting for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Because
there's a lot. if Newcastle don't finish in the Champions League this season, questions that
I just feel like some players are more likely to look elsewhere, especially with having heard of interest. For example, I feel like the likes of the boy from Liverpool, Gordon, might look elsewhere. He already did last year, but then he went back to Newcastle. Yeah. And then another player that might look elsewhere is, let me see. I guess
Livramento.
Yeah, Livramento. Because City. Yeah, sorry.
City,
that's what.
City,
yeah,
if City don't come, if City don't sign anyone at right back in January, I think they're going to try and go back to
exactly, and that's going to be dependent on how Newcastle actually perform. But I feel like they're going to be very good because I trust. No, here's the thing. I really trust Eddie Howe. You know.
I like Eddie Howe. I like Newcastle.
And I think
like
Newcastle's
fans. However, this season, look what Villa have gone through. The Champions League is no joke.
Yeah, no,
playing teams like Barcelona, playing teams like Bayern Munich or whoever they're playing this season in the Champions League, it's going to drain.
It's going to be taxing.
It's going to be taxing. And look, Newcastle's squad
is not deep enough.
It's not deep enough, and it's not got enough quality to play on a Wednesday night, chill, and to play on a Saturday at 12 o'clock.
Thing.
So.
Like, I just feel like the way Newcastle should look at it, I'm not saying they shouldn't dream of winning the Champions League. I feel like they should just be in it to take their piece, but really they are focusing on getting better in the league and collecting the domestic cups, in my opinion. Because if they focus on that, it means they can they are actually going to be in the top 4 next season.
It gives them the basically. Gives them the opportunity to say to players, okay, we're still winning trophies.
And we're in the Champions League.
We're still progressing.
Yes, even if you get knocked out at early stages, but there's still that attraction of, I think, players love a challenge. Like, I think I can take it the next step, if that makes sense. Yeah. If you're doing so well, and that's how they attracted Isak, let's be real. Like, initially back then.
Isak used Newcastle as a stepping stone.
Yeah, he may have, but it just meant like that's how they attracted him because they paid 60 odd mil.
60 mil for him. They paid the same for Bruno as well, around about that.
So that's what I mean. If at that time they had a resume to say, see, we are progressing. We just need a few of you lot to actually level up even further. And I feel like that's why Newcastle shouldn't deep the Champions League too much, but they should see the Champions League as an attraction.
I think injuries due to the squad, the size of the squad, I think injuries are going to kill them.
And I'm not trying to say they should throw in the towel in the Champions League. I just mean like it's very, very unlikely that they win the Champions League.
Yeah, I think they'll try and stay in it as long as they can to obviously collect the money. However, in terms of if we're looking at the grand scheme of things, it's going to shoot him in the foot because the more matches you play, the more likely injuries occur.
And also some of
the way they play as well, they're very intense. Like I said, Newcastle. If Newcastle finish outside the top 4, top 5, or whatever it is this season and don't get Champions League football, and they don't win a trophy, there's going to be some serious questions asked from some of their players. So.
But at the same time, they're forward, the Walter to the 6'5". I think he's got potential.
He's a big guy.
It's quite interesting to see him move. It's like a slightly enlarged version of, as you said. Yeah, you said Ekitike.
Ekitike very. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because he's dangly like
a crouch.
But they both move. The way they move when he's got the ball at his feet. Look, literally, I thought if you put, I don't know, it could be. I can't describe it, but you just look at the ball at his feet, look at Ekitike with the ball at his feet. They're very, very similar in terms of how they dribble.
I think there's an element of being unorthodox.
He's a bit, how can I put it? There's like a surprise element to him. You don't expect him to be like that.
And to be fair, I hated playing against those players. That's what I hated playing against those players. That are just like, dude, like, because they just piss you off. Because it's like, man, how are you doing that? Yeah. But at the same time, it's the game. Yeah. But ultimately, sorry, my shoulder's killing me.
But I hope he does well. You know what?
Yeah, I hope he does well.
I like players who can play football, man. So based on what I've seen, do you know the
He's
player
enjoyable
I like?
to watch.
The guy doesn't get enough flowers, but what's he called? The guy on the right who plays for Newcastle on the right.
Oh, Murphy.
Murphy's
Murphy's underrated.
a baller,
But
bro.
then, like the only thing that's, Murphy and like, Murphy, he's one of those ones that just carry on with their business quietly.
He's just very unlucky to be in the era right now. He could even get in an English squad.
He could have, but I feel like age is not. Yeah, age is not on his side.
Yeah, and he's not. There's too much depth on that side for England at the moment.
Yeah, too much. Yeah. But at the same time, even though we're saying there's too much depth, England, that so-called depth isn't performing.
We'll talk about that. World Cup's coming. We'll talk about that.
That's going to be interesting. But yeah, that's why I sit with that one. But ultimately, I thought it was a good weekend of football. And actually, my pick of the week, I'm going to give it to the Viking.
The Viking.
I like, he very much impressed me. Like that, I think that's going to be my player of the weekend. He's showing more to his game. I feel like there's an element of proving people wrong. Or maybe it's perhaps approach changing to the point that he's no longer saying, you just stay up top. All the other players, like when they used to have the Kev and all that, they could afford to say, you just stay at the top. Don't worry about touching the ball. Yeah. But it's nice to see that. Because remember, Dortmund, he was borderline just back and forth. So, I'll give it to him.
It's easy for it to give it to Haaland, I'll be honest with you. So I'm gonna be devil advocate and choose someone else.
Yeah, go for it.
For me, I'm looking at a player who next transfer window in this summer, if he doesn't get a big move, I'll be really shocked. But he did bits against you guys, first game of the season, and if United had him on that right side,
Semenyo,
bro, Antoine Semenyo is the most exciting player one of the most exciting Premier League players at the moment. That's his goal and assist. That's my pick of the week for this week.
Yeah.
Flop of the week.
Flop of the week. I'm gonna give Hannibal. I know it's a bit peak. Okay. Yeah, like just because I feel like like I know it's a cheap one, but at the same time,
what possessed him to stick?
Like that's what I mean.
There's cameras everywhere. Like what make? If I was Scott Parker, I'm not starting him for the next 5 games.
It's the fact that when you do something and you did it and you're guilty and can't even hide it. Yeah. He basically snitched on himself as well, because like him just going look. Yeah. It's like, dude, know what you
if I'm doing that, I played all the minutes, and we just need to hold out for like 4 or 5 minutes.
And I swear he was a sub.
Bro, I'm fighting him in the changing room. I'm be like, bro, like, what are you doing?
What are you playing at?
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Because we suffered, and you go and stick your arm out like that. That's stupid.
And it's the fact that he actually properly started.
Yeah, he stuck it out, bro. There's VAR, they check everything. Come on, bro. If you're gonna do it,
that's what I mean. At least be like
subtle about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Or at least pretend like it hit you in the chest or something. Like try. Yeah. Actually, not another player that I'm gonna check in on my flop of the week. It's Kakas. Sorry, that's probably who you're going to choose. I don't know.
Nah, I was going for Luke Shaw.
All right. I think that's personal. Maybe that's personal for me too, for me to pick Kakas. Because, actually tell me why.
Yeah, for me, Luke Shaw, if you look at the majority of United's goals, City's goals, 2 of them came from his side. And he just had an awful game. If you watch it again, he had an awful game. What Doku did to him, the way he just ghostly passed him for the first goal. And the second goal coming from his side, with him pushing up too much and leaving Maguire exposed on that side. Again, you should, if left centre back, that is your position. You should be covering that position.
I feel like that flop of the weekend should be the manager rather than Luke Shaw. Because for me, I don't think Luke Shaw is a centre back. We can say all we want. I personally feel like he. Do you think he would do better than Dogu and left wing back?
He just hasn't got the legs or the engine for it. The reason why this is why it's negligence at the moment in terms of what Amorim's doing. Okay, because it's like Dogu is 20 or 21 or whatever. You've bought this kid from Lecce, okay, and you're expecting him to do the most on that wing. Okay,
to be the
outlet, to make the final passes in the final third. He's just arrived. He's learning the game as well. You're putting that much pressure.
Learning the league.
Learning the league as well, just adapting. You're putting that much pressure on a young kid like that.
Yeah.
No wonder everyone's going crazy saying this, that. The manager's dropped him in it. So, you've got Luke Shaw, experience, he's fit these days. Why don't you just go to a back four, play Luke Shaw at back four, because he's better playing at back four than he would be.
And he would be calculated when to go back, when to go forward and when not to.
And when Luke Shaw's fully fit and he's on form, he's one of the best left backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
So you play him there, you say to Dogu, listen, I'm going to bring you on here and there, you're going to start some games.
Learn the ropes.
Learn the ropes a little bit. He's chucked him straight in. And now the kid's getting, sorry for my language, but he's getting shit.
Yeah.
Because he's not producing the goods.
Yeah.
That's what you get. And I'm waiting for the day Dogu gets injured. The day Dogu gets injured, I wonder who he's going to play on that left wing back.
He's going to put
let's say Dallow's out, okay. Dogu gets injured.
No, he's going to put Ahmad
on the left.
Yeah.
Who's going to go on the right?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what goes.
I think that's what he needs. I don't want no player to ever get injured, but I think that's what needs to happen in order for him to.
Well, I mean, he just might, because he's playing almost every game. Like, the kid is playing almost every game.
It's negligence, and in terms of him playing every game, and that position, it's not an easy position because you're up and down, bro. You need that guy's fitness.
Hamstrings are gonna blow.
Yeah, that guy's fitness is on point because, bro, he's a better man than me. I'll tell him to chill out, bro. I'm a bit tired.
But no, like my other flop of the weekend was it's actually Kakes. I feel like he missed a goal scoring opportunity and decided to dive. That annoyed me because he was through on goal, in my opinion.
Right.
But his own touch let him down, and he just opted to diving. And I just feel like he's doing too much right now. I feel like the top is making him do a lot of stuff for no reason. I feel like pressure's getting into him. Like, see the way you talk.
I told you about him. I say Kirkes needs to.
He needs to chill.
He needs the bedding period as well.
Yeah,
I know Robbo wasn't all that last season, but still.
I think that
just for the same as Dogu, take him out.
Yeah, he needs to take him out. He needs to take him out. And I feel like the reason why Robbo wasn't that great last season is simply because he was almost playing every game. Robbo's gonna be good if he's playing once a week, in my opinion, because old age, legs, blah blah blah. You can argue that they're gone. Let him recover. Let him recuperate. Yeah, like just play him once a week.
Every other game.
Yeah, or maybe he could do what he was doing with Diaz and Gakpo at the start of the season when Jota was fit. Because if you remember, Gakpo would play 60 minutes. Yeah. And then Diaz would come on for half an hour, and then the following game Diaz would start, and then like they were alternate. Yeah, they were. I think at the end of the season they actually had equal minutes, or at least close to. I think Gakpo did get injured at some point, but it was roughly about the same. I feel like that's what we should be doing throughout the squad, in my opinion, not just that position.
It's crazy. What I don't know, because if you can see what can these. Maybe that's why the football managers, because they probably see things that we don't see. Amarin's probably seeing something in that formation that we're not seeing in training, because it's just pure stubbornness, shooting himself in the foot.
I think right now he's battling his own word. It's not even about the team anymore. I think it's about him and his own word. Yeah. Exactly. I think it's borderline.
I would respect him more if he just came out and said, you know what, I said was I'm going to go against what I said. I'm going to try something new. I would respect him more if he did that than he just go out and he shield the way he's
But then do you think the board would then sack him and be like, you're changing your mind?
He needs to go to the board and say, listen, end of the day, I've tried to do this, but it's not working.
Let me try
I think they'll respect him more for saying it's not working.
Yeah.
And I need to play to the players' strengths now because the players are complaining. So, yeah.
Okay, no, I think.
Do you want to win?
Yeah, no, that's true. But no, if you tuned in thus far and you haven't liked or commented, do it. Or if you already have, do it again. But quick shout out to the little bro.
Yeah, little bro.
Yeah, he's leading the table. He's leading the table because
he's leading the table, and he shot me a message. Roland on top at the moment. In terms of FPL.
Little Uzi Verts.
Little Uzi Verts, what a name. That's what we should start calling Verts. That's how he's playing these days. Yeah. But top of the table at the moment. So just keep playing everyone who signed up to FPL.
Yeah.
And
It's actually fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's heating up, even though I'm not going to tell you where I am, but we're in the league anyway. That's what counts.
It's a long season.
We're in the game.
It's a long
Exactly.
season. Don't worry.
Yeah, it just started. It just started. But no, anything else you want to add?
Nah, just like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram as well, follow us on TikTok, and yeah, we're gonna try and carry on keeping the content coming, and we've got a few surprises over the next couple of weeks and months as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And hopefully you all enjoyed the guest. Tezza, thanks, man. If you are watching this episode, thank you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, and actually, last thing, Limitless.
Limitless, yeah. So if you don't follow Limitless, please follow Limitless. Like I said, sports telling, and just to empower people, inspire people, and motivate people through the world of sports. So yeah, follow us, and yeah, let's get it cracking, man.
Yeah, and while you're there checking out Limitless, and you looking what else to wear, we've got Slam Clothing. Check us out, Slam Clothing or Slam Clothing on Instagram. We're still the same. You'll find us there. And yeah, check out the catalog. And lastly, check out the other podcast where we talk to creatives and people just expressing their journeys. That would be dope. It would be nice to see you all over there. And that said, have a good week, people. Peace, love, and wisdom. We out. That was a good one.